Hey folks, this is Rod with Win by Doing. I have been doing different side hustles here and there for quite a few years, but most recently I've been doing this journey on selling on eBay. Right now I have probably about 150 items listed or so. I've been turning them over. This has kind of been an experiment with me just to see if I could grow this business with minimal amount of money. So I started out with an initial $40 investment selling some items like books on Amazon. When I got into a little bit larger items, I decided to put those up on eBay. Most For the most part because of shipping. And I got an order for this Neiman Marcus coffee mug right here. It's Neiman Marcus 2002 Christmas mug, and I want to make sure that it gets there in one piece. I like to pride myself as having positive reviews thus far and really want to keep that up. So I thought I would share with you how I'm shipping, and hopefully that will give you some ideas. This particular mug I sold for $5 plus shipping. So the cheapest for shipping for this particular item was going to be priority mail versus a flat rate box. They're paying for the shipping, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. So here are the items that I'm going to use. I've got some wadded up newspaper here, the coffee mug, the item purchased, of course. I've got a box. I'm going to be using this bubble wrap. This is recycled. It's still in really good condition, so I'm going to go ahead and use that, as well as this paper. This paper, just a tip, if you're Googling to find shipping paper, narrow that search down to just brown paper and you'll get probably some cheaper results. When you start to isolate paper or any item for specific use, you kind of eliminate those outliers that are essentially the same product but might have a multi-use. Therefore, you get a wider range in your results, finding things a little bit cheaper. I think you can find brown paper at Walmart for 250 foot for a 2-foot roll, 250 by 2 foot for about 10 or 11 bucks. But go ahead and Google search that. I am going to start with taking the mug, and I wadded up this paper, and I'm just going to shove that in there. It is very important that you fill up any voids to eliminate any movement during shipping. That's going to reduce the chance of anything breaking. Once I got that in there, I'm going to grab my bubble wrap. Now, an important thing to note, when you're wrapping your items with bubble wrap, you're going to want to tape it. Make sure you put the bubble side in. It makes it a lot easier for the recipient when they go to unpack, because the tape will just peel right off. I did forget to however mention in my items you'll need portion of the video that you would need packing tape, but consider that a given. I just went ahead and taped the seam there, and I'm going to fold the ends over and take another piece of tape and tape that off like so, and likewise on the other end. Just go ahead and do the same thing. And there's our coffee mug, all wrapped up in a neat little bundle. Now, the box, I'm going to take that box. You can sit and put that box in there, close it up. You know what? You might be fine, but you're probably going to take a gamble because you can hear that thing rattling around. You're just going to open up your chance of it getting broken. Make it a lot easier. And I don't want to gamble with those odds. What I did was I took some of this paper, ripped it off, and I just wadded it up. And I'm going to shove that in the bottom of the box. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 pieces in there because I want to make sure that that bottom is completely filled so there's no voids. I'm going to take the mug, shove that down inside there like so. Beautiful, isn't it? And then I took some more of that paper and I'm just going to wrap it around the cup. like so, and take one. I'm just going to put it right on top. Again, removing any void. Nothing on my sleeve, but look at that. I've got my packing slip right there. I'm going to go ahead and throw that right in on top. And that way it's the first thing that they see when they open up their item. I'm going to close this box. Yes, it's a recycled box. I know a lot of people say, you might find some people that will tell you to buy more professional boxes, but I find selling on eBay that recycling, saving the planet, is just perfectly fine. If you tend to disagree, feel free to leave comments. I'd like to hear your input. This particular box has had a little clasp, so I'm going to I shove that clasp in there, and I'm going to take a piece of tape and close that shut. This happens to be a pretty well constructed box, but just for added safety, I'm going to go ahead and run a piece of tape right across the top. And there you go, it's wrapped. 1 second while I get this call. Hello. Okay, life does happen. That was my wife. She had just run to the store and wanted to know if I needed anything else. Also to check the butter and milk. If any of you are curious, we were fine on both. But anyway, where was I? Had it completely packed. You can't hear, no movement. It's pretty solid. I am 100% confident that that package is going to arrive just fine. Next thing, I'm going to take my packing slip, shipping label, I should say. All I'm using here is I got a paper cutter. As I say before, I started this on a budget, so I use whatever I have. I have a printer. I can print labels using eBay's, what I like to consider a pretty easy shipping, process. I can just print them right at home, and I just print them out. Yeah, I'm wasting a little bit of paper, but who knows if I'll move to a better solution later on. But I'm going to take that label that I just trimmed off. Grab my tape. I figure tape is one of the minimal expenses in doing this, so it's one of the few expenses that I have that I don't mind. I mean, I know I could probably switch to the sticky labels and a printer, but at the end of the day, that's still money that you're going to have to spend. So if you're first starting out, I think printing labels yourself, cutting them up if they need to be. One of these days I want to figure out how to print each label out on, double them up on a page. But for right now, I think this is just fine. The other thing that I do recommend, well, it's recommended on your shipping label, it's recommended by eBay, is do not tape over the barcodes. But what I do like to do is make sure I put a piece of tape over the address portion. That's my personal tip. I don't know if anybody else does that. The only reason I do is I don't know if it's ever going to come into contact with rain, especially here during the winter months. And I don't want that address to be smudged, smeared, destroyed, mutilated, disappear during transit. So I'll go ahead and tape across the address as well. I think that offers some protection. So that is it. This one is ready to go. Well, I hope you found this video useful. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below, along with every other of the millions of YouTube channels out there. I also ask for a like, subscribe. I'm going to keep trying to put these videos out there. Some of them just make short and sweet, just because we all value time. And I figure if I can put some good information out there in this little amount of time as possible, that way you can take a few minutes, watch the video, and move on with your day and be out there hustling, making some money. But hey, that's it for now. I will catch you later. Peace out.